years. Long, white trails, commonly referred to as chemtrails, persist, expand, and eventually cover the entire sky in a milky, unnatural veil. Fallouts from the chemtrails contain heavy metals, such as aluminum, barium, and strontium, as well as other very dangerous chemical compounds. Drastic increases in respiratory problems, asthma, neurological disorders, and the destruction of our ecosystems are some of the current consequences being witnessed by people worldwide. Cloud seeding is a form of intentional weather modification, which is admitted to be presently occurring by both the government and the mainstream media. It is the attempt to change the amount or type of precipitation that falls from the clouds by dispersing substances into the air that serve as cloud condensation or ice nuclei, which alter the microphysical processes within the cloud. The usual intent is to increase precipitation, such as rain or snow, but hail and fog suppression is also widely practiced. In Alberta, the Alberta Hail Suppression Project is run by the Alberta Severe Weather Management Society, an organization comprised of the insurance companies within the province. Since 1996, the Alberta Severe Weather Management Society has employed Weather Modification Incorporated, which is located in Fargo, North Dakota, USA, to seed the clouds with silver iodide and dry ice. These components are used extensively for cloud seeding weather modification, with hygroscopic materials such as salt being increasingly employed due to promising research. The Alberta Hail Suppression Project runs every year in Alberta from June 1st through September 15th, 24/7. Weather Modification Incorporated lists its clients and projects on its website, a visit to which proves that there are many projects occurring around the globe. Solar Radiation Management, or SRM, is another form of intentional weather modification. However, this form is not admitted to be presently occurring by either the government or the mainstream media. What we hear from the government is that SRM is still in the discussion stages and is not implemented anywhere yet. However, we can look up any day and see for ourselves that it has been implemented. There are experiments occurring, and it is not a coincidence that our sky looks exactly how they describe SRM. According to the Royal Society, which is an organization which promotes and researches climate engineering, they have defined SRM as techniques that attempt to offset effects of increased greenhouse gas concentrations by causing the Earth to absorb less solar radiation. The most plausible large-scale method is to increase the loading of light-scattering aerosols in the stratosphere. Dr. David Keith, a professor at Harvard who previously worked at the University of Calgary and is now a professor at Harvard, he's an advocate for SRM and is also funded by the Royal Society and Bill Gates. He describes SRM as a proposed form of geoengineering which aims to reduce the Earth's absorption of solar energy by, for example, adding light-scattering aerosols to the upper atmosphere or increasing the lifetime and reflectivity of low-altitude clouds. In 2010, he stated that field tests will be needed, such as generating and tracking stratospheric aerosols to block the sunlight and dispersing sea salt aerosols to brighten the marine clouds. Such tests can be small, releasing tons, not megatons of material. We notice the chemtrails in the sky, which have been proven to contain heavy metals such as aluminum, which is a reflective substance being released into the stratosphere. This is why we are here today, because we know that this so-called proposed form of geoengineering is not just in the proposal stage anymore. It is in fact in the experimental stage, and we are the test subjects. Even the experts recognize the implications of SRM. Dr. David Keith says that SRM has 3 essential characteristics. It is cheap, fast, and imperfect. He acknowledged in 2010 that SRM is a promising tool against climate change. But it is vital to remember that a world cooled by managing sunlight will not be the same as one cooled by lowering emissions. An SRM-cooled world will have less precipitation and less evaporation. Some areas will be more protected than others from temperature changes, creating local winners and losers. SRM could conceivably weaken monsoon rains and winds. It would not combat ocean acidification or other CO2-driven ecosystem changes, and it would introduce other environmental risks, such as delaying the recovery of the ozone hole. Initial studies suggest that the known risks are small, but unanticipated risks remain a serious underlying concern. If the world relies solely on SRM to limit warming, these problems will eventually pose risks as large as those from uncontrolled emissions. Yet, Dr. David Keith is still promoting SRM steadily. Dr. David Keith has admitted that the consequences to climate engineering are still unknown, as they have not done research into the long-term effects of the application, and says that there could be some catastrophic consequence as a result that they may learn of tomorrow, and basically we are riding the backs of our grandchildren. With the thousands of pictures and videos available online today, the evidence something strange is going on in our skies is undeniable. We are here today to ask what is going on and to encourage everyone to look up. We would like some answers. We have the proof. We want the truth. We want to know what is causing the vegetation to look diseased and burnt, the bee populations to disappear, the birds to drop dead from the sky, the high amount of respiratory and other illnesses in people. And we want to know, why are we not being told what we are breathing? It is sad to think that a generation is growing up thinking that the skies look like every day is normal. It is not, and many of us remember the days when the skies were bright blue and the clouds were white and puffy. The days when the clouds cast shadows over the land, which they can't do now because of the thick layer of man-made cloud cover between them and the sun. We want our blue skies back and to know what we are breathing. Thank you. I'm just going to play a song now called Cry Die. It's by the artist Skull. He has it's a pretty powerful song with the words, and I'm just going to share some of the words of the song that I find really powerful. The words are, something strange is going on. Feel it in my heart, sensing something strong. Gotta save the future, put the rumors to rest. Gotta help the children, gotta give it our best. Can't stand around and be blind to the facts. Can't take no more, how can we relax? Living on Earth, we must respect the Earth. Human and animals, we all deserve the right to peace and opportunity. But nowadays, we're blind, we can't see. Hidden agendas, but we can't surrender. Our children are our future, we must remember. We want the truth, give us the truth. We want the truth, gotta save our youth. We want the truth, give us the truth. Unite as one and bring out the proof. And here is the song.